Okay, so today our challenge is going to be a really fun and interesting one. And I'm going to say from the beginning, I have never made this and I'm not sure that it's going to turn out exactly as it should. But I'm going to give it my best effort. And the main thing is that I try and that we see how it goes. But I promise you, I'm going to make something very delicious with this. And what is this? This is a mixture of cut up carrots and cut up beets that I have been cooking for a while, and I've let it cool and it smells pretty nice. And this is going to be the two main ingredients for what I'm making today, which is a very famous Kolkata street food, which is called vegetable chop. And I have seen them sold in Canada before the pandemic. Those places are closed now. And I've had some in the past and they're very, very delicious. But they're also, even though they're a deep fried snack, they're also relatively nutritious because they're filled with carrots and beets, both of which are very, very good for health. So I'm just going to go over the main ingredients first. So I have this mixture here. And then I also have some mashed up potatoes, and they're very, very dry. There's no milk or anything added. It's just boiled potatoes mashed up. I also have some panko Japanese style breadcrumbs, which I think are actually the best breadcrumbs you can get. I have 1 egg that I will be beating up. I have some coriander leaves. I have some grated ginger. I have something called Panch phoran. It's an Indian 5-spice blend, and the blend that you use differs from household to household. I will definitely provide a link. I will provide the description of what I've used here in the description box. And while I have all that, I also have dry roasting in my skillet. I'm just going to start dry roasting them. I just kept them in the skillet and I'm turning the heat on to medium. I have some nuts and I have some fennel seeds and I have garam masala, which is cinnamon sticks, cloves, and cardamom, and I'm going to be dry roasting that. And that is pretty much it in terms of the ingredients, and I will get started. I should mention that to this recipe you can also add shredded coconut, which will add a very nice flavor, and dry roast it along with the spices and the nuts. But I'm not using coconut today. And I also wanted to say that what I will be doing is, except for the nuts, I will be grinding what is here and adding it to the mixture later on. Okay, so I'm starting the process of making the filling, and I have some beautiful grated ginger. You can use more ginger if you like. And I'm adding to that the Indian 5-spice. And the smell of Indian 5-spice frying with ginger is unbelievable. Really, really nice. Okay, so I'm going to give that a stir. And I'm going to be adding my beet and carrot mixture to this. And all I'm going to do, I'll add a bit of salt. All I'm going to do is just stir this not until it gets too mushy, because if the filling is mushy, then it will be very, very difficult to prepare to have the texture that you need to form these into balls. So I'm just going to be stirring this until the vegetables get a little softer. But again, not overly limp. It's softer but not overly mushy. So a good 2 to 3 more minutes. And you can already see that they're cooking down a little bit already. Okay, so as you can see, it looks pretty good, I think. and it's cooked down quite a bit. I'm just gonna, as I go, sort of cut into these carrots some more. The idea is that when you mix it with the potatoes that are extremely dry, you're going to have a filling that's not overly wet, because you do need to make these into balls. So what I'm going to do now is just add in the dry mashed potatoes. Starting to look quite good. I've made lots of chops in my life, but never a vegetable one. And I'm excited because I know that this should be, as I was mentioning, relatively healthy for a deep fried snack. And it does smell pretty good, I have to admit. So what I'm going to do now is add the coriander leaves and the grounded spices. I'm going to give this a stir, and then once everything is fully mixed in, I'm going to let this mixture sit for a while for two reasons. First, so it cools down, and secondly, so the spices mix well, infuse even better with the potatoes, beets, and carrots. So I will be back once that is done. And I'm also adding my roasted nuts. I wanted to show you the process now that I've finished doing the filling, and I have my beautiful wok sizzling with hot oil in the background, so I've preheated that. So I have this filling, and I wanted to show, I already started one, but I wanted to show you that what I did was I mashed it up even further, so it's this kind of a consistency, as you can see, with everything really mashed in very, very well. But there are still chunks of beetroot, and there's still chunks of carrots, and that's okay, but at least it's the consistency of a filling that you can shape into a ball and deep fry, an oval I should say actually. So I have one of them here, and I've dipped it into egg. I need to finish dipping it into egg, and then I have my panko breadcrumbs, and here is one that's already done. So it's been dipped in the egg and then the breadcrumbs, and now I hope it doesn't break, but I'm gently, there we go, I'm gently putting it in to deep fry. So I'm back a little sooner than I expected, and I wanted to show this one I just put in, but this one was the one I had, and I just turned it over. You have to turn them very, very gently. And it did break a little bit. As you can see, some of the filling has spilled a bit, but it does look very, very nice. It's a deep brown color, and it looks quite appetizing. So I'm very eager to see how it tastes with some dipping sauce. So here we have the amazing carrot beetroot vegetable chops that are a famous street food and evening snack in Kolkata. And what I'm going to do is try to cut it in half just to show the inside. And I'm very proud of myself because I did manage somehow to get them not to break. So I think that was quite good. Now, before I open it completely, I don't think it's exactly like it should be, but it is what it is, and let's just see what it looks like. Doesn't look too bad. I think that looks quite appetizing, but the ones in Kolkata are typically a lot redder, so I do have to learn more about how to cook beetroot. But I think for a first-time go, it's not bad, and I think the adventure, the experiment was a success. So let's try some and see. Hi everyone! So we're back with the vegetable chops, which I think are an amazing success. I've never in my life cooked beetroot. I've only had it a few times, and it was certainly an adventure, and I think I still have a lot to learn. However, having said that, I think this was a success because I tried something different. I haven't had any of these, but I have tried the filling. And I think the filling is really interesting because I did have to add some salt and sugar, but having said that, it's got a lot of spices that are not hot, and they're add an interesting element to the cutlets or chops. And I actually like them better. I like the filling better than the fish or the egg ones. So I think this is something I'm going to make more of, and certainly whether or not they're super healthy, because they are deep fried, there's a lot of fiber, a lot of nutrition in beets and carrots, and I'm very proud of myself for giving that a go. So I have my plate here, and I'm just going to try the small one here. I have some ketchup. You can use whatever dipping sauce you like, chili sauce, whatever, but I like ketchup because in our family we have people who can't tolerate heat. I have to admit, I have a weakness for fried stuff, and this is so delicious. So I'm very happy because I now have a lot of snacks for tomorrow, or maybe for breakfast. Hope you stay tuned for more exciting episodes, and please like and subscribe if you enjoyed this episode. And we will be back with more episodes in the days to come. So stay well, stay safe, and stay blessed. Talk to you very soon. Bye for now.